So what am I learning and why am I learning it? These are two questions that nearly every single student asks at some point. Before we can answer these two questions, we need to talk about what teaching and learning really are and how learning about both of those things can increase your understanding of how and why classrooms and schools work the way they do. Why should I care about that, you ask? Well, ultimately, if you understand how and why schools and classrooms do what they do, you can take charge of your own learning in a way that can drastically improve everything about your school experience, including how much you can achieve. Essentially, learning about learning can enhance your learning. Go figure.
So what is learning? There are many different definitions of what learning is, but in its simplest form, learning is the acquiring of knowledge and skills through any combination of experience, study, or being taught. Learning takes place all of the time, everywhere you go, socially and academically. For instance, if a child places his hand on a hot stove, they quickly get feedback telling them that it wasn't such a great idea. The next time they encounter that hot stove, the less likely they are to place their hand on it. While humans can learn to avoid things that result in pain, they can also learn to do things that give them pleasure in the same way. Riding a bike and playing Fortnite are good examples. Once the initial knowledge or skill has been introduced through any combination of the three methods of learning, moving that new knowledge from temporary to permanent memory, or the new skill from weak to strong, requires a lot of practice and a lot of specific feedback. Now that you've learned about learning, let's do a quick write to process your thinking. Get out a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and respond to the questions that you see on the screen on a piece of paper independently for about 2 minutes. There's no talking, and as long as your pen is moving, you're doing it right. You can take your writing in any direction you choose as long as it's related to the questions that are on the screen. Your teacher will stop the video now and lead you through the quick write. See me soon!